Hello and welcome to our Browns postgame show here on the Fanatical Elves Network. You can see the Brownies game just behind us. We are coming to you live here after the Brownies. Yes, they blew it. I'll say Cade York blew it. If you can read our headline, if you're watching us live here on Twitter or the X, YouTube, or the what else are we on? We're on Facebook. Yeah, Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. So you can read the headline there. Cade York, yes, needs to be cut immediately. He just blew a chance for the Browns to win the game. He shanked it. Well, he got the block. The kick was slightly blocked, of course, because he sucks and he needs to be off this team immediately, tomorrow, today, whatever. The guy just needs to be off this team. If the Browns want to go far and they want to make the postseason, they got to get rid of this kid. He's not good. He's a mental head case. You can't win like that. So, all right, I will try to come down off of my anger right now because kickers can be replaced. They're not that important, okay? Phil Dawson was an exception. We don't have Phil Dawson anymore. We needed a guy that can come in, be confident, and kick the ball. We don't need a guy who's going to blow it for us in week 1 against the Cincinnati Bengals. Browns had some good opportunities today. They looked pretty good in the at the beginning of the game. They had their first teamers in. Of course, the Chiefs didn't play really much of their first teamers. So I was anticipating that the Chiefs would be bringing in some of their first teamers and Patrick Mahomes on the offensive side of the ball, and those guys did not play. So it wasn't a real true test of what exactly the Browns are going to get when they play week 1 against the Cincinnati Bengals, but it was still a good tune-up. Deshaun Watson and the offense did some nice things. The better part of this was Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. Well, no, Jeremiah had a pretty decent game, but also Juan Thornhill. JOK had some nice plays at the beginning of the game. Thornhill had a great 34 yard, pick six for the Browns that kind of gave the Browns a really good momentum. Browns built a lead. I think it was up to like 22 to 8 at one point. Chiefs came back when the Browns took out their first teamers. It was a struggle. That second unit of our defensive secondary was not as strong. Our line was not as strong, not doing a lot of good things, and the Chiefs were able to build on that with a bunch of backup quarterbacks. So it really wasn't a great outcome for the Browns defense, especially those second units. But all in all, the Browns escaped. I can't even say that escaped without much serious injury. I mean, it was a bad sign on the very first play of the game on the kickoff. Hakeem Grant. Yes, that Hakeem Grant, who had an Achilles tendon bust on him a year ago, didn't even get to play it down with the Browns, took the kickoff tonight, or first play of the game, took it out of the end zone. He shouldn't have. He caught the ball 8 yards deep in the end zone, pushed it out, and tore up his knee. His knee is out. He's done. He's gone. He will not be part of this Browns team moving forward. Answer some questions on what we should expect moving forward. Does Austin Watkins now lock up a spot? Probably. Marquise Goodwin, what are they going to do with him? As far as they'll probably put him on an injury list there as we look to set that 53-man roster, which needs to be set by Tuesday afternoon, I believe at 4:00. And we'll just have to see how that all pans out. But Hakeem Grant got hurt at the very beginning of the game. At the start of the game as well. Cade York, the kicker, who, yes, needs to be cut immediately. He tried an attempt at an extra point after the Juan Thornhill touchdown, and he shanked it to the left like he normally does. He sucks, blew it, went down mysteriously by a ghost, acted like he injured his leg, and miraculously he was back and ready to kick the rest of the game. Yes, he made a kick or two later in the game. He even made a field goal. But when it matters the most and when the pressure is the most, this kid can't do diddly squat, and he sucks. And if the Browns don't recognize that, they're going to this organization is killing an opportunity for this team to go deep and get to the playoffs to begin with. The Browns haven't been to the playoffs since 2020. Let's start with that. Get to the postseason. If they even want to get to the postseason, they have got to recognize that this kid will not help them. Obviously, there's a lot of other factors that go into this team that make this team go forward. And the defensive units, like we spoke of already today, were not very good, especially that second and third unit against third and fourth stringers of the Chiefs. So you got to keep that in mind. So not a great day overall. They did escape. Most of the guys escaped the major guys that are important to the team that will drive this team forward were not injured, thank God. I think Deshaun Watson tried to do a block at one point up the field, and we don't need him doing that, especially if he's going to be our starter going forward for many years. However, he did, and he's escaped any sort of serious injury. Dorian Thompson-Robinson, the new backup quarterback for the Brownies, he did not do very well. His stats, I think he ended up going 7 for 12 for 90 some yards. He had a couple nice passes, but he didn't look as good just in general. He struggled, and obviously he's a rookie and he's going to have a lot of time to work on things, but he is the backup now to Deshaun Watson. So that is something to keep an eye on. Obviously we don't want Watson hurt or injured, and because DTR is the guy that's going to be the go-to now. So it's going to be a lot. There's going to be a lot of pressures on this team going forward. It was unavoidable with everything, but all in all, Browns did end up losing. I think it was 35-33 was the final score. After the Browns took a lead, lost the lead on a late field goal, and then had that opportunity with just under a minute to go. Again, Cade York blew it from 42 or 43 yards out. I just don't know what else to say about this kid. I mean, do the Browns know that the fan base is about ready to explode if they don't get rid of this kid? You can't keep giving this kid more opportunities. They had Andrew Berry on during the game. He's like, we got really good confidence behind this kid and moving forward. I'm like, for God's sakes, no, please. Do you understand, Browns, that you are going to lose football games because this kid blows it? Okay. You do everything, all these other players on the 53-man roster do everything in their power to get to this point for a game-winning field goal at some point during the season, once or twice, 3 times, because we know how the Browns games go down to the wire, and you're going to leave it up to this kid who cannot kick the football. Yeah, he can kick it physically, but mentally he's messed up. Get the kid out of here. Bring in whoever. Go to Berea, find the kid. Find anybody off the street, put them in a Browns uniform. I've been saying this for very long right now. All right. So some of the other players, Austin Watkins, who's one of our wide receivers, that's been they talked about him being sort of on the bubble. He had a 1 catch, maybe 2 catches. He had an opportunity late in the game to catch a touchdown pass. Ball was broken up nicely by the Kansas City Chief defender. DTR had a nice throw over to Cedric Tillman, his former high school teammate as well. So they did a few things that were pretty nice. Deshaun Watson, at the start of the game, they had some nice drives, some nice opportunities. Had a beautiful throw to David Njoku after they got the ball back at one opportunity. It was a perfect throw, and that's what we want to see. And he did look more comfortable. Couldn't really ask more from Deshaun. We saw Amari Cooper. They kind of kept the play alive, and Watson saw him down the field for a 53-yard pass play. It was funny. They were asking Amari Cooper about, what about that big pass play? And, Cooper was like, it really wasn't designed to be a super long pass play. It just happened that way because of a scramble, and he got away from his defender. So it's always interesting to listen to the commentators. And obviously we had to listen to, it's Chris Rose and Joe Thomas do a good job, but sometimes they, carry on. And, they were all set up at that end of the game. They got us all built up, didn't they? Watching that game at the end, they wanted York to hit that game-winning field goal with time running out. It didn't happen. He had a chance still to hit one with just under a minute, like we spoke of. So, and it still didn't work out. Sounds like Joe Thomas was going to be staying in Kansas City anyhow for some barbecue, so he probably doesn't care. So the Browns now will get down to their 53-man roster. They have to make those announcements by 4 p.m. on Tuesday. We'll see what all happens with that. I pray that Cade York is cut. I don't know what it is about this kid. He's overly confident. It's like Johnny Football. It's Johnny Manziel as a kicker, right? He did that stupid Instagram post, and then he stands there after the game and is all confident saying, well, I'm kicking this and this and this in practice. It's practice. We don't give a crap. This is just why it's very annoying. And then, the guy goes down mysteriously by a ghost. If he misses the kick at the beginning of the game on the extra point, acts like he's, his leg has been cut off, and magically he's not hurt anymore. And he can kick the ball into the, past the goalpost on a kickoff and into the seats. So I don't know what this kid's doing. I think he's just a basket case mentally. You see it all the time with some of these athletes who believe that they're better than they really are. So, and he's a damn kicker, guys. He's a damn kicker. We don't need the kid. Bring in anybody, right? Right? All right. The defensive guys again, one Thornhill. That was sweet. Coming into Kansas City, his former team where he had won 2 Super Bowls with the Chiefs, getting that pick 6 was really cool moment for him. Browns also had another interception by Biggers, who was an up and down sort of guy with his game today. Had some big plays, had some really crappy plays. Tony Fields in that second unit of the defensive unit was a little bit off. He had some good things at the beginning. Then I think they had to go into the blue tent to see if he was okay. I'm not sure what happened with that, but he was back on the field later in the game. What else? I watched a lot of DeJuan Jones. Again, if the big guy, 6'9", 375, just solid. God, the kid just doesn't let anybody by him. On one play that I saw, he basically guarded 3 guys. He started out with 1 guy, ended up with 2 other guys, and didn't let anybody by him. Just some solid stuff. Saw Nick Harris kind of be in the game at the beginning. Thought, okay, Luke Wimpler, what's going to go on with Nick Harris and Luke Wimpler? Is Nick Harris on? Could he be traded? Could he be, trade bait? So could another team want to bring him in if the Browns feel confident with Luke Wimpler? He was at the beginning of the game, came out. Luke Wimpler came in, but then you saw Nick Harris in there at the end of the game. Demetric Felton, I think he's gone. I know he's played a lot in this preseason. He really kind of blew it there at the end. He caught a nice one screen pass, but another one, he didn't even have his head turned around. I think he's going to showcasing for whomever else is out there. I think he'll be one of the Browns' cuts. The other kid, Wilkins, who the Browns brought in a couple weeks ago, running back, has some decent yardage in his pass. I think he played for the Lions and some other teams. He had a couple opportunities and fumbled the ball, not once, but twice. He got one of them back, but they're just traditional handoffs. And I don't think you'll see him. He'll be gone. So what are the Browns going to do with that third running back? John Kelly, Mr. Preseason, All-American preseason guy. The guy comes to play when it's the preseason. Will the Browns maybe keep John Kelly as that back behind Nick Chubb and Jerome Ford? Of course, Jerome Ford hasn't touched the damn ball yet. We've given him this number 2 back status, and the guy's got 3 carries, 12 yards or something stupid like that, and we're anointing him as the number 2 running back. I think the Browns are going to do something. Whoever's out there on the waiver wire when these other teams are starting to drop players. I did see Carolina dropped one of their kickers. I don't know if he was their starter or one of their backups, but he was on the waiver wire list. Browns have got to do something with the kicker. They got to do something with the running back, right? We got to do something with the running back. We pray to God that Nick Chubb, nothing happens to Nick Chubb, and glad that he didn't play. We didn't see Myles Garrett today. We didn't see Joel Bitonio. All these guys actually restructured their contracts early in the week. Could Nick Chubb get that extension? Would the Browns maybe want to give him that in the next week or two just to bolster the team's enthusiasm as they head into this week 1 contest against the Joe Schmo and the Cincinnati Bengals? hard to say. I think, the Browns got through the preseason relatively healthy. Obviously, they are losing Hakeem Grant, which he was expected to be the Browns kickoff returner. That's not going to happen. So we'll see what happens in that department. So for right now, Browns we're gonna wait. We're gonna see what happens come Tuesday. I would not be surprised if we hear about some surprises. For God's sake, so please, Browns, are you listening? Are you really listening right now? Everybody, every Browns fan in the world right now is screaming at you. Get rid of Cade York. We don't need the kid. Bring in anybody you want. Anybody can be better than Cade York at this point. Please, you're going to lose games if you keep this kid on the team. I'm telling you, you and I both know this, right? Okay. Folks, thanks for joining us here on the Browns postgame show, where Cade York needs to be cut immediately. Again, the Browns lose a close one today. It was good to see a lot of these players go at it. Just didn't turn out the way that we all expected or had hoped. But now the Browns will prepare to play those Cincinnati Bengals in Week 1. It should be a great contest. It's a home game. I'll be up there. Should be up there in the press box. I write for Dog Pound Daily. I also write for Northeast Ohio Sports Insider, so catch those articles. We are part of the Fans First Sports Network. I did want to, let me see if I can, let's see. I was going to show, here we go. I wanted to read, we have a contest, a tremendous contest on Fans First Sports Network, and I wanted to read that to you. Give me 1 minute here. So this contest is really awesome. The Fans First Sports Network is who are podcasting for our network is that we're supported by. Fans First supports us, the Fanatical Elves Network, and they have a brand new contest. And I wanted to read this to you. Hold on a second here. Let me see if I can find it. Maybe not. Hold on 1 second. Still trying to find it. I wanted to read you the details here because it's pretty special. The deal that is that you go to Fans First Sports Network, their website, they have a contest set up, a contest where you can get four tickets, 4 free tickets up to a value of $5,000. And all you have to do is go to this website on Fans First Sports Network. I'm trying to give you that website, so let me grab it here. Here we go. Almost there. Here we go. See if I can find it here. Okay. Maybe not. All right. Here we go. Or maybe not. Let me go find it on we're live here. So if you're listening, stay tuned. I'm still trying to find the info. Let's see. It's a great contest. I'm just trying to find the website. So it's 4 free tickets to any NFL game for Week 1. The Fans First Sports Network is, let's see here. Here we go. I'm going to read it to you right now. This is the website you need to go to. You need to go to contest, contest, contest.fansfirstsports.com. You want to go to contest, contest.fansfirstsports. So it's fansfirstsports.com. We'll post that on our Fanatical Elves network. All you got to do is go to that website for the contest and you fill out the information on that form, and you are entered automatically to be in a drawing. The drawing is going to be, I believe, on September 5th or September 4th. They're going to draw for 4 free tickets to any NFL game in the country. So even if you're not a Browns fan, if you're a Dallas Cowboys fan, or if you're a San Francisco 49ers fan, you can enter this contest, win 4 free tickets up to a $5,000 value, and go to that game. On the benefit or behind Fans First Sports Network. So join us, Fans First Sports Network. You can just go to fansfirstsports.com, the website. You'll find all of our content there. We all write for the Fans First Sports as well. So join us and read some of our latest updates on the Brownies. And other sports teams around the country. Fans First Sports not only covers the NFL, they cover the Major League Baseball, the NBA, college football like Ohio State, Notre Dame, baseball like the New York Knicks or the New York Mets. Okay, so follow us along. Again, that contest is CONTEST.fansfirstsports.com. Okay, folks, I hope you have a great day wherever you're at. I know it was a little disappointing the Brownies lost, but it's preseason. It doesn't really count, other than the fact that Cade York needs to be cut immediately. This is ridiculous that the Browns are continuing to play footsies and keep this kid around. Get rid of him. He's going to kill this team's opportunity at getting to the postseason. I can guarantee that to you right now. All right, folks, take care. Follow us on the Fanatical Elves Network, Apple, Spotify, iHeartRadio, all those platforms. You type in Cleveland Browns podcast and we will pop up. Better yet, just type in Fanatical Elves Network. It'll pop up automatically. Follow us. Listen to all of our shows. You'll never miss a beat. And we love you following along. Our network has been growing. We started this back in April. The season is right around the corner. We can't wait to bring you shows every day of the week, from What the Elf Was That to Dog Pound South. We've got the Browns Blitz. We've got the Fanatical Elves show. We got my show, the Johnny Cleveland podcast. So join us. And we look forward to coming to you again probably tomorrow, right? Tomorrow is Sunday. Any given Sunday show will be tomorrow. And I will talk to you then. Take care, everybody. Browns lose today. I think it was 35-33. Okay. Cade York blows the kick at the end of the game. We're going to be talking about Cade York the rest of the week. Hopefully he's cut by Tuesday at 4:00. All right. Take care, everybody. Go Browns.